Hello. Welcome to another episode of Fourth Wing. So, last time we talked about them leaving Montserrat when Montserrat was attacked by Graphins. So, she got news, or she went, when they got back, she went to Markham, Professor Markham, the leader of the scribes, to ask for information whether her sister survived or not. So, well, she was able to know that she survived, and yeah, she's not an only child yet, thank God. So, she still cannot wield, and their flight maneuvers. Pain kept making everything difficult and difficult and difficult. So she also kept training with Zayden, but lately she realized that he's always backing out. Like he always has one thing to do or the other. Well, that's his business. So they have war games now. She was like, so when they were talking, well, the squad, everybody was gathered. So they don't know what they are going to do. What is their assignment? Yeah. So she asked Zayden if mentally, I said they can communicate mentally now. Yeah. So she asked Zayden, are they on the offense or defense? So he was like, stop distracting me. Like, ooh, really? I'm distracting you. So he told her they are both offense and defense. Okay, fine. So when Dane came, Dane said they are on the offense and defense. And she feigned surprise. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what are they going to do? He said they are against first wing. They are fourth wing. So they are against first wing now. That's Jack motherfucking Barlow's wing. They are to find the egg, and then they are also to keep their flag safe. So that's the offense and defense. Okay, so who is going to hold the flag? So then was like, nah, that's where the fun is. They're going to keep passing the flag so that they cannot get the exact rider that is carrying it. So they were splitted and all that. So everybody should mount up and let's go. So she was going to a dragon thing with her friend Rhiannon. So when she saw things, she saw that there's a saddle on him. So that connects to his front and then, his back, so that she'll be able to sit and fasten her seatbelt, to use that word. So when she saw it, she was like, that's a saddle. So Rihanna was like, well, lucky you. She wish she can use that on her own dragon Faye, because it will be better than Faye's bony back. So she left for her dragon. She was thinking she cannot use that. She cannot use that. So Zayden came. Okay, they was like, Aya is in the fashion. Like, I cannot use that. So when Zayden came, Zayden was like, he is going to be pissed if she doesn't use it, because the time he had it made specifically for her, and the time he put into that, and for her not to use it. So she was like, no, that she can't use it. So he told her it's not against the codex. He checked, it's not against the codex, so she can use it, and it will free Tane up from using his power to hold her on seat every time. At least this way she gets strapped in, and then is free. Tane is free from using his power to hold her up there every time, that kind of thing. So she was like, oh, like, okay. So when they were talking, Dane came and he was like, is that a saddle? So Tane said, no, it's a cola. So Zeddy was like, does he have a problem with it? He said no, like anything that will make it easy for Violet. Okay. So she was like, all the riders will see that she cannot, like, girl, every rider knows you cannot keep your seat, and this is the only way to guarantee your safety. So use it. So she was like, okay, okay. So she thanked him, and then was like the specification thing, rather, like the specifications he made, that kind of thing. Like, you help design it, yes, you help design it, at least so that when they are up there and they face enemy fire. So she thought, enemy fire, is any dragon going to like blast us with fire? It's only dragons that spit fire, that kind of thing. But so they went. She climbed up, saddled. It even has a tie strap, so like just to make everything easy for her and to keep her seated. Good. They started the war games. So when they were like, when she was there and she was checking the mountain outcroppings, so she saw 3 dragons perched on the side, and she was like, I think that's where it is. So, but she, Liam, and was it Rhiannon? I don't remember the third order, but 3 of them, the dragons, they were sitting on the mountain, so they came after them too, and they had to split, like, so 3 dragons, 3, 3 from first wing, then against the 3 of them, so they had to split and all that. So everybody was facing their opponents, that kind of thing. So she mentally told Zayden where the egg is, so that he is going to come and carry the egg. So when she and Thane, the dragon spewed fire at them, but when Thane turned, Andana was under Thane. So she was like, Andana. So Andana was like, fireproof, remember? So she was thinking like, why? So when Dane said, Zayden was like, he's close, but she had in kind of panic, and she thought, panic, kilo shele. So she looked up, she saw Liam, a bodyguard. She saw Liam in a fight with Jack fucking Barlow. So their dragons were, claw to claw, that kind of thing. And she felt, okay, we have to help Liam. But before they got there, stupid Jack leapt off his dragon. And so, it surprised Liam, like, he never expected it. So Jack trusts his sword through Liam's side, like stabbed Liam and pushed him off Day's bag. Liam, like, that was how Liam was falling. Oh my god. So she told Thane, like, we have to catch him. We're about to change course again, but they are too far away. Like, they are too far. They could not reach him in time before he splatters on the ground. So she was like, Andana. So Andana was like, do it. Like, just focus on everything except yourself and Thane. Okay, so she was like, okay. So she paused time again, and she told Thane to go faster. So he was able to snatch Liam up before he could splatter on the floor, and they themselves, they were able to escape death because they were very close to. So he pulled some maneuvers. Like, well, thank God she was saddled. She could have fallen too. So when they leveled out, she saw that Rhiannon and Phage, they were already coming too. So they just transferred Liam to Rhiannon, and she was like, so she saw Jack already standing on one rocky outcropping, and he was gloating. Okay, so she just told Thane, like, climb. And I was like, climb. So she kept climbing, and then she felt, I said, if they don't manifest their their signets within a certain period of time, it is going to backfire and they're going to combust. So she was already feeling like she was going to combust because she could not channel. So when she was already feeling that, even during the old war games, so she was feeling it again, and she was thinking if she was going to die, at least she's going to take Jack with her, and it's not going to hurt anybody else. So, so she she felt the power climbing up, and it was overwhelming her. So she was urging Tane to move faster so that if I thought she was going to burn, she was going to burn with Jack. And not at least Tane is fireproof, that kind of thing. So she instinctively pointed her arm. That was how lightning cracked, and the lightning hits the mountain, splitting the mountain. Where Jack, yeah, fall down. So he fell, and she thought there was no way he could have survived that. And the cry she had, Bade, that's Jack's dragon. She had her cry. She knew that fine, the stupid idiot was dead. So she thought she was thinking she killed him, like she has killed him, she killed him. So then Ten was so proud, you need to like lightning wielder. So when they dismounted, her wing won, obviously. But she kept thinking she killed him, she killed him. So when Sawyer saw her, she was like, sorry, Andy, damn, you have been holding out on us. But Ten covered her, she started retching. She just kept thinking she killed him, she's a killer, that kind of thing. So when Tane was telling her that, and Dana told her that it's not your fault, like you saved his life. So Tane was like, you saved his life, so there is no reason for you to feel guilty. And then I was like, I am proud to be yours, or I'm proud that you are mine, that kind of thing. That was how Dane came. And he said, so he was like, Violet, was that you with the lightning? So she said, yeah. So he was like, wow, like he has never seen something like that. So she was like, she killed him, like she just killed him, she took his life. So then was like, okay, if you cannot use your power, if you don't want to use your power, like that was how Zayden came and pushed him away, like get away with her get away with her with that nonsense. Like, so he held her like, your signet is lightning. She said yes. And you killed Jack? Yes. Thank God. Like, very good. I thought as much. So she was like, you thought as much. He said, see, you are going to, the way you feel is normal. It is normal, especially for your first kill. But he's glad that she killed him. Does he hope that he could have been the one to kill Jack? Yes, but she's the one that killed him, and he's glad. At least she saved others from the stupid antics that Jack is going to pull. And then she saved a lot of other lives. So she was like, her power is destructive. No, it is not destructive. It is your power that is going to save kingdoms. Like, so Dane was like, if she doesn't want to use her power, like nigga. So he was like, now you be telling her that you just want her to be a cold-blooded killer like you. Dane told Zayden, and Zayden was like, yeah, fine, like the blood that runs in my veins is the same temperature as yours, then, and don't get used to killing. So, and if it is my job you want next year, you better know how to juggle this whole shit, because there is no way you are going to escape killing. So, auntie, you did what was right. Did you think General Melvin or even your mother is going to allow you to sit on that power? That is the power that is going to save everybody. So you cannot escape it. So she was like, fine. So he told Rhiannon to take her to her rooms. So when she and Rhiannon were going, Rhiannon was like, I thought, like she was also coming for Liam, but she thought Violet and Tane were far. And she was surprised. 1 minute they were far, the next she had Liam in her arms, like. So she was like, so she was thinking, or should she tell her like it was Andana's power? But Tane was like, it is not your secret to tell. Silver one. She said, Athene was very fast. Rihanna was like, okay. So she was in her rooms, throwing her daggers and thinking Why was she even holding back all this time? Like, she could have killed Oren, she could have killed Tynan, but she kept holding back because she doesn't want to be a killer. So why was she even holding back when her signet was something that could easily unalive people? So thing monitoring. Zayden came to her that night, and so he was like, are you thinking that's me? Like, she kept throwing her daggers at the target. So he was like, are you picturing my face on that? So yeah, at the first 5 throws, yeah, it was your face. Okay, so she was still complaining to him, that kind of thing. Like, she was thinking she was going to be like her brother that is a mender, but look at her power is even destructive. And Sigel said the power sickness manifests based on what the rider wants. All her life she has been thinking she's this calm, cool person that is peaceful, but her power is anything but peaceful. So Zedin was, trying to say calm her and make her see reason, logic, that kind of thing. So she was like, so Zedin told us we'll have to learn to control it. Like, that's just it. She'll have to learn to control it. Because that is the power that saves. Like, does she want to save Rhiannon's nephew? Does she want to save her sister, Mira, if she's caught behind enemy's line? Like, that is how she's going to do that. So she has to train that power and all that. So she was like, she needs a distraction. So they shall distracted each other. So during the distraction, her power kept, moving out of control, that kind of thing, and lightning kept striking. But at the point, he's a shadow reader, so at least he contained it to some extent. But still, I think everybody at Pascal would have known that they were doing it at that point. So the next morning when she woke up, she saw that her room was destroyed. The windows, everything. So when she had a knock, she thought it was Liam, and she thought it was another bodyguard actually. Like, she doesn't need a bodyguard. When she opened the door, she saw it was Professor Carr, the professor in charge of training them when they've developed their sickness professor, literally. So I was like, let's go. Go where? I have archives duty. So he was like, you are off archive duty, you are off break. Like, she's off everything until she can learn to control that power. Okay, fine. Where are we going? So he told her that they are going where if she even starts a fire, it is not at a risk of anybody getting hurt. Okay, fine. So when they got there, he asked her what's brought it on, like what was she feeling. So he needed her to strike, like to make strikes. So let's see the number of strikes that you can make, say per hour, that kind of thing. But she could not focus. So she was thinking, she could not focus. So the professor asked her, like, what brought it on last night? Everybody knew there was lightning last night. They thought she was out of control. So he was like, what brought it on last night? And Thane was like, should I get the wing leader? She thought if she could strangle his neck at that point. So she was like, okay. She just thoughts towards Zayden, like any pointers on how to get this power going. So he was like, you seem far away, like where is she? She said she went with Professor Carr for training. Okay, so and he needs her to like channel and all that, and she has been having troubles. So he was like, okay. So he now played his memories of them last night for her. So that was how she started building. So Tain was just joking, that kind of thing. So the professor was like, good, motherfucker. They left until, well, that's her training now. Every morning she tries to wield lightning, at least to control it. So the professor was checking the time per wield and then the number of wield that she can make in an hour. That's the training that I was giving her. So they said their King Tauri, was going to celebrate Unification Day at their school, at their college that year. Like, really, he's going to travel and like all this way. Unification Day was the day that all of the major towns like Tyree, Lucerian joined together under one banner as Nevada. So they're going to celebrate it there, and it's also, is it that, or was it the day that they stopped the rebellion? Yeah, the rebellion that was started by Zayden's father. Yeah, so that's what they are celebrating literally. So when they got when she got there, she noticed that all the marked ones, all the kids, all the marked kids did not attend. They were not attending, except Liam as per her bodyguard. So when she saw him, she was like, I really don't need you to come today, because she would have understood, because they are literally celebrating the death of all of all the marked ones' parents. So she would understand if Liam did not want to come. So Liam was like, no, like he's just there because they are friends and he doesn't want her to go alone. Okay, fine. So she saw them, they talked, he touched her cheek. That kind of thing, like you look beautiful, Violet. That kind of, said fine. So they saw the king, General Melgren, and her mom, General Sorengale. So General Melgren was like, where is that boy? Where is that Rousing boy? So she was like, I think I saw him somewhere around here. So the general was like, because he loves to put his eyes on him once in a while. He loves to put his eye on Zayden once in a while. So she was thinking. So the king was like, at least they have a Sorengale looking after, like protecting them. Even if the general could not see what Zayden was doing, there is Violet that is, based on what he had, like they are bonded to mates. So that kind of thing, she was going to protect them. So she just smiled that awkward smile. So the king saw Liam and he was like, is he not Colonel Myri's son? He said yes. Like, and what does he think of being here? He was like, he's proud to be here protecting his kingdom. So his father was thinking, oh, this is bullshit. Like, so they have to pretend that they are happy that you killed their parents. So when they were done, when the king left, so she left, she was like, she told Liam. So she told Liam to like go, like she's going to go find Zayden. So she kept following their connection. I said they are linked gloriously now. So she realized that he is at the parapet. So when she got to the edge of the parapet, she saw Bodhi and Garrick. Like, he's there. Okay. So she packed her skirt, the skirt of her gown, because she was wearing a gown. So the skirt of her gown, and she started climbing. She started walking the parapet, and she was thinking, like how far she has come, because she remembered the first time she was trying to walk the parapet, and look at her now, walking the parapet in slippers and gown. So when she was almost there, Zayden like felt like get the fog back, like go back. It was like she's only going to go back when he leaves the parapet too. So he like jumped up, like, does this guy have a death wish, like jump up lórí parapet? So he came towards her. So he came towards her and tried to like, okay, let's go. He's going to get off the parapet. So she was trying to like console him, because that's the anniversary of his father's death, literally. So like that kind of oro. The child got down from the parapet and went to his room. So, well, yeah. So that was how she was in his room throughout the night. But somewhere along the line, he was falling asleep, and then suddenly there was a knock, or rather, somebody was banging at their door. So Zeddy was like, except the quadrant is on fire, or they're under attack. The person that is outside this door, that kind of thing. So, but Garrick was like, yeah, like they are literally under attack, so they have to, like, who's attacking them? We're going to continue the final episode and our next show. Take care. Bye. Yeah.